Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling Music Spark Fan 62. In this video, I'm here to talk about fast food versus casual dining. Now, it's no joke over the last, let's say, year or so, fast food has gotten a lot more expensive than we are used to. So, even something like your standard 2 cheeseburger meal at McDonald's is around $8 or $9. But now companies like Chili's and Applebee's and places like that, to the most part, have started finding ways to get you away from them. So instead of going to a McDonald's and buying a Big Mac meal for, let's say, $10, which includes, your burger, your fries, and your drink, you can go to, let's say, Chili's and get your drink. You can get your burger, which is more like almost like a quarter pounder, and then along with a appetizer, which is stuff, like chips and salsa and all that, for $11.99. And it's one of those things where places like Applebee's and Chili's are finding different ways to lure you in. So even that means stuff like cheap alcohol and all this other stuff. Now, the only time where fast food and casual dining are almost on point with pricing is when it comes to stuff like sodas and tea and coffee and all of that. A lot of the time, those are around the same price, and that is typically like $3 to $3.30 or $3.50. Usually somewhere in that ballpark. So now, what does that mean for fast food? Unfortunately, that means a lot more people are going to go to a sit-down restaurant and, and order, let's say, the 3 for me or the 2 for me or anything like that. Compared to going to a McDonald's and getting the Big Mac meal. But now places like McDonald's and them have started coming out with the, the McValue or the $5 meals or the 4 for $4 at Wendy's or the 3 for whatever at Burger King. So a lot of these places are doing stuff like that to lure people in. But the main problem with it is you got to wonder how much can they go to an extent to make money. I know, not everything is going to be, sunshine and rainbows, but it's going to get to an extent where you're almost going to be having like a pricing war between the companies to get people in the door. And unfortunately, it's going to come to a point where people are going to have to choose between, do they want a Big Mac meal or a Whopper meal, or do they want to go to a sit-down place and get a better quality food for about the same price, if not cheaper, or slightly a bit more expensive. So it's coming to a point where you're going to start seeing more and more like that. And you just don't know what is going to happen. Now, what does this mean for the future? Unfortunately, this is going to mean you're going to start seeing better pricing on food at fast food places. So you're going to start seeing stuff like, maybe something cheaper than, let's say, a sit down restaurant or whatever. And it's going to get to a point where you have to wonder what people are going to choose.